Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is the third part of the Simply Drawing book review. Today I'll be talking about seeing the basic shapes and objects, perspective, foreshortening, and measuring. Okay, first up, we have seeing the basic shapes and objects. Now, the basic shapes can be seen in all objects around us. Sometimes they are simple and easy to recognize, like the cube in a cardboard box, and sometimes they are more complex and are made up of many shapes, taking a practiced eye to see. To start with simple objects where one basic shape is easy to see, such as chess piece that is the shape of a cone. 1. Start by drawing a cone with an HB pencil. Sketch it in lightly so you can make changes without leaving any permanent marks. Second, start adding the shape of the chess piece around the cone. Third, finish off by adding small amounts of tone using the 3B and smooth it out with 2H over the top, or use a paper stump for a more polished effect. Try and have a look around the house and see what else you can find that fits a basic shape. It could be a clock, a camera, a long glass, a log of wood, or a basketball, or anything you like. Next up, we'll talk about perspective. Perspective is a fabulous tool to aid our 3D effect. Have you ever noticed how a road looks smaller as it goes into the distance and seems to vanish? That is an example of perspective. We have 1 point perspective. The horizon line is either the actual horizon or whatever horizontal line is level with your eye. When two parallel lines recede into the distance, they converge towards a point. This is called the vanishing point. The following drawing demonstrates this. All the lines meet at one point. It's also the same type of perspective we see with the road in the distance. Next up, we have 2 point perspective. When an object isn't as a full frontal view, you will see two sides or planes. This will then have two vanishing points, one to the left and one to the right. This can also apply to everyday life. Then we have 3 point perspective. If the object is viewed from an extreme angle, the vertical line have their own vanishing point as well. This is used when you're viewing something from a very low or high point. Next up, we have foreshortening. Foreshortening goes hand in hand with perspective in that things closer to you look bigger than they do in the distance. This means that we sometimes draw something that is tiny much bigger than larger things further away. Our brain makes the connection and knows that the tiny thing is still little. Despite being drawn larger, it just looks larger because it's closer. This ring has been drawn in varying degrees of foreshortening depending on your viewpoint. As we move over it, it becomes rounder. As we view it straight on, it loses its circular properties and becomes more elliptical. The same principle applies to these drawings of hands. As the hand is pointing towards us, the finger gets shorter until they are almost like stumps. Next up, we have measuring. Now, measuring grid, you can buy ready-made framing devices or make them out of an old picture frame. Simply draw a grid on the glass of a frame that's the same proportion as your paper. This can then be used as an aid for measuring your drawing. Then lightly divide your page into the same number of squares, but make sure they're light enough to be erased later. Then, when you're drawing your picture, match up what you draw with what you see in the corresponding squares. A good way to practice this principle is to draw a grid over a photocopy of a picture. Draw a matching grid on a plain piece of paper and try to copy it. Using the measuring grid, follow the exact same process. Then we have sight size drawing. Hold your pencil or ruler or anything straight out in front of you with your arm fully extended. Close one eye and measure the first bit of the subject you wish to draw. Hold the pencil against your paper and using a different pencil, mark that measurement on your paper. Continue this process until you have most of the main points of the drawing measured on the paper. If you want the drawing to be either bigger or smaller, simply move closer or further away from the subject. And then we have cross-reference measuring. As you do more and more drawing, your eye will automatically check where the objects are in relation to each other. For example, looking at a hat and a bottle, you would always check where the top of the hat is in relation to the bottle. Compare the width of the bottle to the hat, double check how each bit measurement compared to the objects around it. Most importantly, draw what you see, not what you think you see. The measurement may not be what you expect at first, but trust them, they will make more sense once everything is together. I think that would be all for part 3. I will do the next part next week. Till we all meet again, remember to always take care of yourself. Don't forget to eat well, drink well, rest well, sleep well, stay safe, and remember to always love yourself because you're all absolutely amazing and you're all an absolute blessing to this world. Alright? Hey, be proud of yourself because I'm proud of you. Till we all meet again, where the west wind blows, where flowers bloom in the summer. Till next time, everyone. Bye.